Hello, my sweet crafty friends. It's Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Today is day 17 of our 25-day Christmas Tag Challenge. I think I had the numbers off yesterday. Anyhow, today we're going to make this darling little snowman. It's kind of more on the vintage, rustic, primitive side. Anyway, the first thing I did was paint the hat and the brim black. And now we're putting some quilter's batting over the top of the batting, or the body, sorry. I used some Mod Podge, and yes, I had quite too much Mod Podge. I had to scrape some off into the trash can. I used my heat tool to kind of dry that before using my iron. It's just a personal preference, guys, and I just prefer it that way. I think it's really too wet when you have a lot of Mod Podge, especially when you put in way too much like I did. Anyway, just use a hot iron with no steam with some parchment paper over the top to set that in. As you can see, I then took my gator tool and went around all of the edges of the cardboard, including right over the top of that hat to give it that really cool look. Now with the nose, I went ahead and put some ivory colored chalk paint. I think that's Cashew by Waverly, but it doesn't really matter what color. I wanted some chalk paint, a nice thick good color, because this orange that I have, I think this is Americana pumpkin spice, I'm wanting to say, but it is a little bit more opaque per se, to my liking. That requires me to put a lot of coats on. So I found just using some ivory or white underneath of it helps, where you only have to put one extra coat. Anyway, now we're going to make the back of our tag today using a Amazon packing bag. No cardboard for that one today. And just cut out a triangle shape for the nose. Used my gator tool and went ahead and went over the top of that and the edges with that one as well. And I decided I wanted to put a ribbon right down the middle of his hat. I saw my sweet friend Kelly over at Hozak Mountain take that ribbon and put it the opposite direction than you normally put it, and cut the wire out, and I thought it was a great idea. So thank you, Miss Kelly. I appreciate the inspiration on that. Now I went ahead for his little scarf. I just love the look of this, you guys. I put 2 cinnamon sticks right there for his scarf. Added some greenery and a bow to match. Now I have that cream blush stick that I got at Five Below. I don't recall the name of it, guys. I can look it up if you need me to. But it goes on so amazing, especially when you're working with that fabric. I used some black paint in the end of my paint stick to make his eyes. I did have to go through it a couple times to get them a little bit bigger. And then I went ahead and added some wax to grunge his face up a little bit. It was just so stark white. I was really trying to leave it, guys, but I just couldn't do it. If you don't like that grungy look, then by all means, don't do that. You can leave it off. Now, I felt like the bag just needed a little something extra. I love the natural look of this one, but it was just too kind of stark. So I added some stamps on it. It says, "Let it snow." I used some varying letters. I used lowercase and capitals. Went around the edges with some wax. Now we're using a chalk pen to color in the whites of his eyes. And now we're going to use the end of our paintbrush again to make his mouth. And I apologize, guys. I sat down because I was tired and I didn't realize that we didn't get a very good view of me putting in the greenery on the top. But I hope you enjoyed, guys. I hope it inspires you to make something fun and creative. And by the way, if you missed tags 1 through 15, type tag and I'll get you the links. Be patient. I'm at work today, but I will get it to you. And if you love this as much as I do, you know what to do. Give it that little sprinkle for me, guys. Have a great day. Love you all.